What's up guys, Ninth Jim here, back with another VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield competitive video. Today we are talking about Porygon Z. Now, this Pokemon is very offensive. I think this Pokemon is actually like a really sleeper Pokemon in this format, and just in general, it's really strong. It's pretty fast. It has insane max strike, which is also speed control. Honestly, it's just a really good special attacking Dynamax sweeper, and I like it a lot. I think it's cool. If you didn't see, I did post a video yesterday of me getting destroyed by one of these things on Sword and Shield. So if you haven't watched that yet, go watch that. I put a little thing in the top right corner there. You can go ahead and click over there. Anyway, so for the video today, we do have a VGC set as well as a single set as well as speed tiers and damage calc. So if that's something you're interested in, well, we're about to go over them. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It means a whole lot to me. Anyway, into the actual video itself. So this guy is normal typing, which is pretty interesting. It's actually so uninteresting, giving us only one immunity and one weakness. Very plain, but that is okay because that means we're not a huge target, which is always cool. You know, we do have a lot of fighting in the meta, but it's not too bad, and we have a lot of ghost in the meta as well, so you know, it's a fair trade-off. The Pokemon has the ability Adaptability, which is really good. It essentially just doubles your stab bonus, so instead of getting 1.5 times damage from all of your normal type attacks, you are getting 2 times damage, which is really good. Like I said, max strikes giving us speed control as well as just being 2 times damage. Huge damage out from Porygon Z. Pretty cool stuff. Let's talk about some stats. So HP 85, which is pretty solid, defense 70 and special defense 75. Honestly, it's very average natural bulk. It's not bad, but it's not great. Where it shines is its offensive stats, which its special attack is 135, which is very solid. And then we also have speed at 90, which is pretty solid, putting us on a pretty good speed tier. And after a max strike, we're outspeeding a lot of stuff, which is really good. Anyway, that's gonna be it for our overview. Let's talk about a VGC set itself. So we, like I said, ability Adaptability. Say that 10 times fast. Actually, honestly, just saying anything 10 times fast is not very fun. Anyway, so ability Adaptability, it's pretty good. It give double our stab. Very good stuff. We stack these bonuses, Adaptability plus Life Orb, making all of our attacks mostly, you know, our stab move being that strong, but Life Orb, you know, just gives us 1.3 times damage on everything, and then we take a little bit of damage, so it's not bad. A couple of other items you could opt to use. We have Chople Berry, which is a good option here, just having our super effective damage from fighting type attacks. It's pretty solid. It's not what I'm gonna go with for this build. Like I said, Life Orb is the way, but Chople Berry is an option. And then we also have Choice Scarf, not Choice Scarf, what am I saying? Silk Scarf, giving us 1.2 times damage on all of our normal type moves, but it doesn't have that, you know, drawback of taking a little bit of life, which a Life Orb does. So you get a little bit more damage with Life Orb, but you don't take any damage with this Silk Scarf. Also, I keep saying it wrong. Silk Scarf? I said Silk Scarf. Anyway, and then we also could use like Normal Gem, giving you 1.3 times for your first attack. It's pretty cool. It's like Life Orb for one attack, but it's only the Hyper Beam, and it's only once. So we just went with Life Orb just to take advantage of it for the whole time where he's around. And, you know, you use something like Follow Me, and Porygon is just killing it. Anyway, that's going to be it for those. Let's talk about some moves. So first off, we have Hyper Beam, Dark Pulse, and Thunderbolt, which are all very good. We also have Protect as well. Hyper Beam giving us that really strong max strike, while the other two are there just for coverage, and then Protect, it's, well, Protect. It also becomes Max Guard when we Dynamax, so it's pretty good. We have a lot of really good moves, a lot of coverage in this on this Pokemon. So you also have access to Tri Attack, which is just, you know, an alternate other than Hyper Beam. Like, Hyper Beam kind of sucks when you're not Dynamax, because you're not hitting that much damage, or you're hitting an insane amount of damage, but you have to like wait a turn to recharge after. So Tri Attack doesn't have that downside. Yeah, Tri Attack doesn't have that downside, but it also can hit, like, you know, Burn or Thunder, Burn or Paralysis. I can't talk. What is happening? Anyway, so Tri Attack, you could also use Thunder, Blizzard, Shadow Ball all offer a lot of, you know, good coverage while also just being really strong max moves. Being able to change terrains or weathers is really good. And then a couple of other debuffs, which is cool. You can also use Nasty Plot on this Pokemon if you want to, which is really cool that it has Nasty Plot. You can just set up Nasty Plot, follow me, and then just max it and kill every single thing in the world with max strikes, while also giving you speed control. Honestly, it has a lot of potential. This Pokemon has a lot of potential, and I could see a Nasty Plot set being really cool. Next, we have Trick Room and Ally Switch. I don't foresee using Trick Room on this Pokemon, because if you're going to use a Porygon form for Trick Room, you're using Porygon 2, but you know, it's still a good option. And then we also have Ally Switch, which is really cool with this Pokemon, being able to, you know, just spaz out. And this Pokemon's very spastic, and Ally Switch, I feel like, just fits that really well. So yeah, that's it for moves. There's a lot of really good moves. It's very deep move pool, with a lot of coverage, which is really good. Next, we have our stats EVs. It's pretty basic, just 252 into special attack and 252 into speed, while also giving us that nature, the timid nature, giving us plus speed and minus attack. Very, very fast is pretty much what you want to be. When we hit 156, we have very solid speed tiers, and we'll go over those in just one moment. But yeah, for that, it's very basic, just special attack on speed. And then we put our leftover 4 into HP because we're going to be Dynamaxing this Pokemon a lot. As you can see from our set being Hyper Beam, probably we would go Thunder over Thunderbolt just because it offers more damage. So yeah, a couple of different options there. As far as our synergetic Pokemon are going, it's pretty basic. I mean, really, we just want Follow Me. So we have Amoonguss here listed. Amoonguss is just really strong right now. It has Follow Me. Well, it has Rage Powder, which is very similar. And then it also has Spore, which is just amazing. Pollen Puff to even heal up our Porygon Z. It makes for a really good teammate. And then we also have Togekiss. You know, Togekiss is also, it also has that Follow Me, but it also has coverage to destroy the fighting type Pokemon the Porygon Z doesn't really like. Things like Conkeldurr would just, you know, Dazzling Gleam it down to nothing with Scope Lens and stuff like that. So that makes for a very good partner as well. And then you could also even use like something like Clefairy, is, you know, helps Porygon live longer. It has Helping Hand, a lot of stuff like that is very good. Porygon Z is pretty strong. Anyway, that's going to be it for our overview and our build for VGC. Let's go ahead and talk about some speed tiers. So, as fast as this Pokemon is, it's pretty solid. We hit the same speed tier as Pokemon like Pikachu and Lucario at 156, which is very fast and outspeeding a lot of good Pokemon like Excadrill, Form Change Rotom, Duraludon, Gyarados, assuming they are not Scarved, which the only one out of those will be Scarved is usually going to be Form Change Rotom, and it's usually not Scarved, so it's pretty good. We outspeed a lot of really good Pokemon, all of those, and then obviously, you know, slower Pokemon as well. A lot of stuff. Things that do outspeed us, though, you know, we have Togedemaru, Mimikyu, Cinderace, Inteleon, Durant, Dragapult. Not that many Pokemon are outspeeding us, but the ones that are outspeeding us are pretty good. And you know what I just realized? Mimikyu is actually here, and Charizard's there. I goofed up. Yeah, we're getting outsped by Charizard, Mimikyu, Cinderace, all of those Pokemon. They're pretty good. It's hard to outspeed those Pokemon. They're really fast. Anyway, that's going to be it for our speed tiers. Let's move on to some damage calcs. Now, this is where this Pokemon shines. I mean, looking into this Pokemon's damage output, it has been insane. And, you know, you use Helping Hand with this, and you're just killing everything. It's crazy. Or Nasty Plot, like, GG. This Pokemon is doing so much damage. Let's talk about it. So, Life Orb, Adaptability, Max Invest into Special Attack, Max Strike into a pretty defensive Togekiss at 244 HP and 12 Special Defense, which is one of the top 3, I believe, you know, most used spreads on Pikalytics. We are hitting 106 to 125%, which is very, very good. A guaranteed OHKO, which I think is very good, with, you know, against one of the most used Pokemon in the game. It's pretty good to have. Next, we have Close Combat from a Terrakion, Max Invest into Attack, into our Porygon Z, is hitting 84 to 100, so as long as it's not changing, you know, as long as it's not beat up, but if you have Follow Me, then you're good. If it's not Swords Dance or Weakness Policy, or even Life Orb might push it into that, you know, OHKO range, but we're pretty solid. We can usually take one hit from that big boy Terrakion, so that's pretty good. Next, we have Cinderace Max Knuckle from Life Orb. This is actually Max Knuckle, so it's Dynamaxed, which I forgot. I always miss one or two things here in damage calcs because I'm a goober. But yeah, so Dynamax, Life Orb, Libero, Cinderace with Max Knuckle into our Porygon Z. Dynamaxed is hitting 82 to 96.8, which is guaranteed 2-hit KO, which means we live it guaranteed, which is very good. Next, we have a Life Orb, Adaptability, all that jazz, Max Strike into a pretty defensive Amoonguss at 252 HP and plus Nature in Special Defense, which I didn't even notice I had. I thought I made it bold. But we are hitting 113 to 133, which is huge. Hit that thing. That thing's trying to spore you. Nah, it ain't happening. We're just killing it. Easy money. Next, we have all of that jazz with Dynamaxed Boy, Max Strike into Indeedee Female. Now, I have 2 calcs of Indeedee Female. The first one is just into its Psychic Seed form, hitting 83 to 100, which is not enough to take very much of a OHKO. You know, you have a 6%. I would never run on a 6%, but, you know, you got it. You got something. But if we do Helping Hand, which is the next calc, Helping Hand on top, then we are hitting 125 or 124 to 148%, which is a guaranteed OHKO, which is what we want to see. Just knock out that little loser. We just kill Indeedee Female, which is good. It's funny. You would think you would use Dark Pulse. Nah, adaptability is just that insane. Like, it's just so much damage. Or adaptability with Hyper Beam and Max Strike. It's just so much damage. Now, that's a lot of damage. Anyway, that's it for our damage calcs. Let's talk about Single Spotlight real quick. So, first off, we have Adaptability, Life Orb. I'm not going to change that. I think it's really good. You could go Choice Specs, but then you lose Recover. So, you know, up to you. But that's what I like. And then we ran Tri Attack, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Recover. You know, Tri Attack and then 2 coverage moves and then Recover. You can definitely change out those coverage moves. You could even run Hyper Beam if you think you're going to max this Pokemon a lot. I feel like I would still run Tri Attack. Without Follow Me and stuff, this Pokemon, you know, it's not super frail, but it's not super bulky at the same time. So I like Recover on this Mon. I think it's good. And then we also have for our investments, we just have 252 into Special Attack and Speed, and then Timid Nature once again. Put our leftover 4 into Defense. You can put it in Defense or HP, whichever one you want. Anyway, that is going to be it for our video. Thank you so much for watching. I think Porygon Z is very good. I mean, I got destroyed by it the other day, and I am now making one for myself. So I think, you know, it's very, very good. In my opinion, it just does so much damage. Max Strike is really good. It does so much damage, and then it has its own form of speed control. It's just a good Mon. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, go down in the comment section right now and say, hey, nice vid, or anything constructive, whatever you want to say. Just go down and comment something. And then also like and subscribe, hit that bell, do all that stuff. Have a great next 2 months. Jump into my Discord. Link is in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Link is also in the description. Have a great next 2 months. Goodbye.